What the fuck is up, my britches? If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany. Today we are back, baby, for another new episode of new makeup releases. This was inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. This was a series I used to do on Mondays at 8:30 p.m., but this is now, I'm happy to announce, to be moving to Tuesdays because the bar will be closed on Tuesdays, at least for now. So as of now, expect to see these every Tuesday. Thank you so much. So we have a lot of new stuff to talk about. If you're unfamiliar, this was inspired from Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. We just sit down, we chitty chat, we do our makeup, and we talk all sorts of shit about the new makeup. I need to know what you guys think. I need to know what I need to get so I can review for you guys. It's like a one hand washes the other sort of a situation. So hello to all the britches in the live chat. What's good? What's poppin'? I'm boring tonight. We're just drinking water. Clearly I got a hole in my lip. And we got, I feel like, more beauty news than new makeup releases. I was scrolling through Trendmood today because I do have, actually I think I need to update all like the accounts that I refer to when I do these videos. I usually have the description box filled with a bunch of stuff in the comments or in the description box, just because if you guys are curious about anything that we talk about, anything I'm using, or like I said, the Instagram accounts that I use to do these videos, because they provide me with all this information. I just read through it and we talk about it. So you already know, if you're live, you've been here for a while. Oh my God, there's already 41 of you. Hi, everyone. Are we excited to be back? What do we think about Tuesdays? Let me know. I need to know all your guys' thoughts. I'm going to try to do next week, get back to the 8:30 time frame, but my husband was distracting me tonight. Okay? All right, so I am going to start with some makeup news because I think a lot of people are excited about this. And I'm going to actually use this palette today because Makeup by Mario decided to say, let me throw a fast one at them and let's bring the Ethereal eyeshadow palette back. I think it retails for $68. Yes, I was just reading in the little, you know, what you're looking at right now. So it's a multi-finish eyeshadow palette with 12 shades, includes suede mattes, modern metallics, and glossy shimmers for $68. So this is a palette I have had since last year. I'll give you guys my thoughts, but I'm basically just going to use it so you can see exactly how I like to use it. Is it revolutionary? Not really. It's a basic ass eyeshadow palette. If you have a basic eyeshadow palette, you have probably something very similar to this, but there are some beautiful shades in here. So I figure more people are just going to be like, Brittany, shut the fuck up and let me just watch you put it on your eyes. So that's more of what we're going to do today. But if you guys have this palette, I'm sure the live chat or the comment section after would love to know your guys' opinions on this, because it is a fairly expensive palette for not having like super specialty packaging. It's Makeup by Mario, so I feel like you're predominantly paying for the fact that it's Makeup by Mario. And also, is it Mario or Mario? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Mario. So I feel like you're mainly paying for the name and also the gorgeous like formulas that are in here. But I do find, for me personally, there are some formulas that are better, that I just think they blend a little bit better. But I do really like the metallics in this palette. It's a basic palette, so I naturally love the color story of it. But yeah, you could just see me use it in action today. And if you guys have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. This never came to the UK last time, so I'm hoping for this round it does. I didn't know that. I thought this launched everywhere last time. Oh, you just ordered yours yesterday? Yes. I mean, I think it's going to be a palette that if you love basic, you're probably going to love it. Let me see how the, I want to see how it shifts. Like whenever I bring a lighter product into the camera, it always changes. I'm going to keep this relatively basic because that's just what I do anyways. But more beauty news, because that was what I'm like, all right, we'll start there and then we'll get into more good stuff, because I'm sure everybody saw that came back, right? So Sephora sale. Oh, bitch, are we excited for a Sephora sale? So it looks like the next Sephora sale will begin on Friday, 10/27. So we got, what, about like 4 weeks? Right before Halloween. Trick or treat, Sephora, yes. So insiders are 10% off the 31st through the 6th. VIBs, 15% off the 31st to the 6th. Rouge members, the 27th to the 6th. Is that Yeah, that's a normal time frame. Yeah, 20% off. That's all normal. It's the same shit that we see every year. And then Sephora collection will have 30% off. So when I saw this, I'm like, oh, Sephora must have known that I was back on YouTube, because every time that there's a Sephora sale was my call to come back and talk about all of my Sephora favorites. So I do plan on doing my traditional Sephora content. Like, I usually do recommendations, like a top 10. Sometimes I'll do a full-blown rundown of basically like by brand, my top products per brand. However you guys want to see it this year, let me know. But this is honestly one of my favorite sales. But realistically, when you think about it, it's not that great of a sale. It's only great if you're planning on buying like a bunch of gifts from a bunch of different brands. But if you're going to buy a lot of the same stuff from the same brands, it's almost better to just shop from the brands, especially during holiday season, because during the holiday season, I feel like every brand has some sort of a sale on their own website, and usually you'll get like a free shipping, which I'm pretty sure most people on here are at least VIBs, right? So I'm sure, actually, I think all Sephora members get free shipping, so that might not be a great selling point for me to even discuss. But I just feel like 20%, it's not that great. It's really not. When you really think about it and how much money that most of us spend at Sephora, I wish that they would up this sale specifically to 30%. Maybe one day, because even at 30% off, it's not that much more than what each individual retailers do. Because I feel like most retailers will do a 25% off. So keep that in mind as you're shopping. Obviously, I'm going to have Sephora content, Sephora hauls. Because goddamn, we love a Sephora sale. Even though I'm like, okay, it's not that great, I still live for a Sephora, like a Sephora sale in general. So I'm excited. So those are the dates. Keep your eyes peeled for all of the Sephora content. This is also my favorite time to consume content, because everybody gets so excited about the Sephora sale. So you see just recommendations after recommendations, or like current favorites and yearly favorites. It's like prime time for beauty content, I feel, right? I thought the same thing. I thought the sale is usually in November. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone on that one, because when I first saw the dates, I'm like, huh, that's a little different. But I actually kind of like it, because you know when you hate spending a bunch of money all at one time? I feel like whenever it was later, it'd be like, all right, I'm making my money by working, and then I'm just blowing it because I'm shopping so much. So I kind of like that it's a little earlier. But I want to say it's not that much earlier. I think it's probably like a week earlier, if you really think about it. All right, moving on. Let's talk about, okay, we got a new product. Because I saw these, I'm like, first of all, how have no new makeup release accounts posted about these? So these are the new, I think, the coffee collection from House of Lashes, which House of Lashes makes some of my favorite lashes. House of Lashes iconic lights are, I'm going to say, like top 3 for my personal favorite lashes. I love that they're like tapered. I love that they're fluttery. They're easier to apply for having a thicker band. But these are fucking beautiful. So it's our first ever multicolored lash, which it appears to be like a brown and a black lash mixed. I'll show you guys individual slides of each of them, because I'm like, I need all of these. Like, just look at how pretty those look. And for my eye color, I saw those and I'm like, how have these not been done yet? I honestly feel like I haven't even seen that many brands do brown lash. Like, I know this is not a new thing, but I'm like, I love it. I think they're so cute. Let me scroll through the other ones so you can see. I think these are going to be so flattering, so natural, so ideal for everyday wear. I love them. And I think they're like $12 each, right? And then you can get a bundle pack. I love these. I need them. I need them all. I I really like the color. It's mainly because of my eye color. I think that they would be so flattering, especially for somebody like me that I'm not ever just a mascara girly. So every time I do eye makeup, I personally like to wear false lashes, but sometimes you could wear false lashes and they look like just like too over the top or too glamorous. Whereas with these, I feel like they're going to be so much more ideal. You know? Brittany! Hey girl, hey! I know I haven't seen you in a live chat in a minute. Okay, yeah, I like these. I want them. I'll probably wait for them to come to Sephora or Ulta, or I might just get real froggy and say, you know what, fuck it, YOLO. Let me order them off of the House of Lashes website because they are right now available. And then we have Cliona Cosmetics, which I feel like I haven't seen Cliona Cosmetics on my timeline in a while. So this is their new holiday collection. Look at that topper. Ooh, it's this one right here. Hey. So this collection looks so pretty. Y'all remember Cliona, right? They were the ones that, I don't know what the hell just came out of my mouth. They have, I feel, some of the most beautiful, they call them stained glass eyeshadows, so they do like multi-chrome eyeshadows and stuff like that. You know what I always love about Davina? Cliona does something that's very similar, except they're so fucking expensive. That's where I'm just like, The biggest thing that is the drawback for me from ordering from Cliona is how expensive they are. So I want to say like each palette is like $120 for 9 eyeshadows. So I'm like, okay, I get it. Like they're handmade. They're in Canada. So shipping is also insane. So I first seen these and I'm like, oh yeah, super cute. Love these. But realistically, I probably will not be buying them because I feel it's not to be like, oh, this brand does it better. But like Davina crushes it. Davina is out here crushing it, and they're not nearly as expensive. So that's just me as a consumer. I'm just like, if I could get something that's just as good, if not in some cases better for me, I'm just going to go that, and it's not going to cost me as much. So I love what they do. I think their color stories are beautiful. I think their formulas are beautiful. They're just so fucking expensive for their eyeshadows, especially like their stained glass ones, which is, I feel, what most people love about them. So there's 2 different palettes and then also a nail polish. I don't even remember when they got into nail polish because I feel like that's not insanely new. I'm going to each individual post on the Cliona site so you can see the exact details and color stories. So this is the Trick or Treat palette. So it retails for $169 Canadian, which is $124.10 US. I feel like that's so expensive. Let me, quick math, because I can't do math in my head. $124.10 divided by 9 eyeshadows. It's like $13.78 per eyeshadow. And it's like, I'm not saying that they're not worth it because they're beautiful, like they're so pretty, but I'm like, fuck, that's so expensive for just 9 eyeshadows. You know what I'm saying? Especially with how much money we're spending. Anyways, so they're launching this Friday if you are interested. Was it 10/6 at 6 p.m.? I believe that's Eastern Standard Time. So Trick or Treat palette. Then let me jump over to their other palette because I personally like their other palette a little bit better. This is much more my speed and what I would look for. So this is the extraterrestrial palette. So it's the second of their 2 multi-chrome bundles. Again, same price. Or no, this one's a little bit less expensive. This one's about $117. I'll round up. Launch at same time. I like this color story so much better. It's more of what I would personally look for and utilize and not feel overwhelmed by it. But I have no doubt that these are stunning. Like, if I were to order these, I'd be like, yeah, I regret nothing. So I shouldn't talk so much shit because I'm like, I already know that they're beautiful, but so expensive. And then I want to say shipping is like $25, and us in the US are so spoiled with free shipping that we have that as like a make or break sort of experience. So that's my version of girl math. I'll spend more money to not have to pay for shipping. It's so stupid. I'm like, I could have just not spent as much money and paid for shipping, but no, that's not how my brain works. Okay, anyways, moving on. We've got some Tom Ford Beauty. Every time I see Tom Ford, I just think of Mo Makeup, Mo Beauty. So this is the new, it's partial of their Soleil Neige winter collection. When I tell you guys I love basic, this is what I'm talking about. This is so aesthetically pleasing to me. It makes so much sense for my makeup aesthetic. I'm reading what Bethany just said. I feel like on their own, those shadows are often more than $20. See, I haven't, like I was saying earlier, like they haven't been on my timeline in quite some time. I wonder, now that I think about it, I'm like, am I not following Cliona anymore? Because maybe that's why. But I just feel like I haven't seen them, but I do remember their singles usually being like $20 per eyeshadow. So maybe it's really not that bad. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts. But you know how occasionally you'll get like unsubscribed or unfollowing people that you don't mean to? Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. At least I don't recall unfollowing Cliona Cosmetics. Anyways, I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But I want to say you're right, though. I feel like they used to be more expensive. Maybe it's just the, you know, the ones with the black bases that are the multi-chromes? I feel like those are the ones that I remember being super expensive. Or expensive. I don't know what I just said. Anyways, back to Tom Ford. I'll be sitting here complaining about how expensive Cliona is, and then I'm like, oh, Tom Ford? I love it. I feel like such a hypocrite when I say that, but I'm like, it's bougie, it's luxurious, it's what I fucking like. Like, I know the packaging's gonna be good, I know the formulas are most likely gonna be good. So this is an eyeshadow palette, and I believe that there's 2 highlighters with this. Again, it's an aesthetic thing, and that it's really pleasing to my eyeballs, man. I don't know what else to say other than I'm here for it. Do I think I'm going to buy it? If, you know that peach blush, or not the peach, yeah, it's like the Cafe Rose. If that Cafe Rose blush launches and these are on the website at the same time, I might just say, you know what, I'm already here. Let me just add it all to my cart. Or I'm going to look at Mo Makeup, Mo Beauty's channel, or Hey, It's Jacqueline, or Gigi's Beauty. I know all of them still are very much luxury channels that I live for. Yeah, I like this. And it's so basic. And I almost hate myself because I'm like, I know it's so basic, but I just like it. Let me know if I'm alone on that one, but I'm not mad at it. What do we think of the eyeballs? They look cute so far, but we're not going to judge it until we're done. Okay, moving on. What do we have next? Nars. Okay, we started briefly talking about this last week, and I was like, oh man, I forgot to put down which, or I forgot to like bookmark the tab. That's what I said. So this is the Nars holiday collection. Y'all know I usually buy these every single year. And I'm still on the fence with this one because I just saw that this collection is available at Ulta, which I was not expecting. So I wrote it off. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get it. I still have the face palettes and eyeshadow palettes from the previous years, and I always love them. Every single time. But the downfall is when you collect them like I do, they all start to kind of look the same. And since I hadn't been creating content, I wasn't trying to buy too much quite yet because I don't want to overwhelm myself. And I also want to be purchasing stuff that makes sense. But I'm like, I feel like this makes sense for me. I feel like people would want to see my thoughts on this because I usually review these every single year. But the unfortunate aspect with YouTube is if you don't get it right when it launches, it almost feels like irrelevant. Like people don't care anymore. Do y'all still care about this collection? Because I do. So if you care about it, I will most likely get it because I actually think if I get it at Ulta, I'll be able to get the collection for free. Here's my thing that makes me big mad because I love these collections, but where's the audacious lipstick that goes with this collection? Because they usually put at least one in the holiday collection, and there isn't one this year. Which, I see that there's lip products, but the Audacious is the best. So, I wish that there was one of those in there. That could have been what made me buy it. You know what I just said about Tom Ford? Like, I'm already here, let me just buy all of it. That's what could have happened. But the palette is available, and also the face palette. I don't believe that the setting powder is available on Ulta. I think that's on the Nars website. And I don't believe that... Well, I'm sure it's the same shades. I don't think they're new shades of both lip formulas, but I could be wrong. I know the palettes are both available on Ulta, but I'm not positive about the rest. But I like it. I like it, but the downfall is they all look the same. So I'm still pondering on this one because this is how I feel right now. Let me know if you guys feel the same. I feel like normally at this time we have seen more from brands. Like, I know it feels overwhelming seeing all of these holiday releases, but I want to say we usually have seen more of the bangers at this point, and I feel like we still haven't seen them yet. So that's what's kind of holding me back, because I don't want to blow my money on something that I'm not head over heels in love with, and then something come out, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have gotten that Nars collection. I should have waited, because it's like something else better is going to come. But I don't doubt that I'm still going to love it, because it's Nars, and I love Nars. I'm probably going to end up getting it. Especially if I'm like, alright, I could use my points and I'll get it for free. You guys let me know. But I like it. I just feel like the palettes both look so similar to what we've already seen. I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Because here's where I'm at. Then you got YSL coming out with shit. I'm like, okay, normally their collections don't speak to me that much, but this one, I'm not mad at it. Candy Glaze, love it. So that's an easy pass because I already own it. But I'm like pissed that I already own that shade, or at least I think it's the same shade, and I like that packaging better. So I'm like, fuck. But I love this aesthetic. Like, tell me that just does not look expensive and bougie. But then I'm looking and I'm like, okay. Foundation, don't really care about it because I have come to realize I don't like the compact foundations. But then I see this and I'm like, there's nothing special about it whatsoever. It's basic, but I love how it looks. I think this is so ideal for New Year's Eve, especially. Like, the color story alone, the packaging, that's got New Year's Eve written all over it, and I live for it. But then I'm like, all right, I feel like these collections never launch here, right? Or it's like it does, but you really can't find it. It's very strange, and I don't know why I feel that way. Maybe it's because I've never actually seen one in store, and I live in smaller cities, so we never really get the good stuff. If you live in bigger cities like New York City, Chicago, California, Florida, like bigger cities in those states, because obviously in like New York City they probably get better stuff. Miami, you know what I'm saying? They probably get this stuff in store, but since I don't, it's like out of sight, out of mind. I need to know though. Have you guys tried YSL eyeshadows? Because I've never even tried the formula, and I think that's another reason why I'm kind of interested, is because I'm like, okay, maybe that'll make me want to try it. Maybe not. I don't know. But the packaging's getting me on that because I think it's so cute. I love it, and it looks expensive. I'm using the Patrick Ta foundation today. It's not my favorite foundation of all time, but since I'm literally going to wipe this off as soon as I'm done, it's okay. Next, we have Viseart. These are the new face palettes. The Floret Couture, or I almost said Couture. It just says collection. What am I reading to myself? Each holds 4 eyeshadows and 2 blushes. I love these. Again, it's basic, but I love it. It's so aesthetically pleasing to me. I like especially like the one on the top with the purple, the brown with the purple and pink. I like it. Okay, Tay is saying that the YSL is similar to something that you'd get with Chanel. They're just okay. All right, so maybe I'll pass on those. Thank you, Tay. She also said, in Miami, we never get these YSLs in store. Really? Other than Saks and Neiman's. Yeah, like, I have no department stores like that here anymore. We used to have, I mean, we've got, like, Macy's, but that doesn't count here. Can we get a Nordstrom in, like, upstate New York somewhere? Because, goddamn, I would love to have one of the actual Nordstrom stores. We have a Nordstrom outlet. It's not the same. Okay, anyways, back to Viseart. I like these. Viseart, I feel, has really great quality. I've never tried their cheek products, but it's another thing where I'm like, this just would make sense to me. Isn't the purple and pink blush palette already available? Each are $40 and available now on Viseart. So I'm assuming all three of these are available. I've never seen these before, though. I don't know if you're referring to, like, something that has already been available. I don't know. Lisa says Memphis has nothing. Wow, that's so surprising. You would think, like, bigger cities would have a, like, stellar selection. Weird. Yeah, I like these. So you've got Floret Amour, Floret Bisou. Don't know how to pronounce that. Floret Coer. Guys, I know you came here for my pronunciations, but those I really like. They're cute. Will I end up buying them, though? Probably not. Because in the eyes of all, like, the holiday stuff, it is boring. I'm going to say boring. Look at my nails, too. I'm going to say boring like this because everything I like is boring. All right, let's talk about Shop Alter Ego. So this is the new, what is this called? The Mirage palette. It's launching Thursday, October 5th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. As soon as I seen this, I'm like, that is, like, identical almost to Huda Beauty Empowered palette. And here's my take on Alter Ego. Like, I get it. I get what they're doing. I get that they're making, like, these amazing color stories more affordable. But just like how I talked about with other brands like e.l.f., Makeup Revolution, I really don't like this, like, copy-paste shit. Because if I can look at a palette and the structure of it is so similar... Hi, Patty! If it's so similar to things where I'm like, I see it, it feels like a copy-paste, and I don't like that. I don't like that from not only, like, a consumer... Well, I guess from a consumer's perspective, you really shouldn't give a shit because it's like, it's not my brand, I don't care. But as, like, another business owner, it pisses me off. Because I'm like, if I created a color story for another brand to just copy and paste it, I would be fucking pissed. I've talked about this so many times. So this is not a brand that I personally purchase from, but it's like, I get it, not everybody cares about that. So that's why I continue to still feature them, because I'm like, okay, presentation-wise, it looks pretty. The color story is obviously beautiful. Like, I have the Empowered palette. Obviously, I like the color story. But I see that it looks so similar to these other ones. I just don't like that. You know? Is your mic on? Sounds like a mic from a laptop. Yeah, my mic's on. My mic sound like shit? Oh, no! Maybe... I know Jocelyn was here. I don't think my settings are fucked up. I'll have to listen back and I'll make adjustments if I notice anything. I hope not. It says it's connected at least. Sorry if I sound like shit, guys. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Does that bother anybody else? If you're curious about the palette, I will encourage you guys to watch Karen Harris's video on this because, one, y'all know I love her. But just because I'm not into it doesn't mean that somebody else won't be. And that's where I just saw Zasha, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. All they do are dupes. And that's where I get it. I get what they're trying to do. And I don't mind dupes. But I don't like copy and paste dupes. So that's where I feel like you could dupe stuff. But not make the color, like, it's like the layout even looks so similar. So I don't even know if, like, you rearranged it. I don't know. You are blasting on my TV? So strange. Alright, I'll have to look at my my settings after. My apologies, guys. Hopefully everybody else is alright with their sound. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. That's just my opinion. Like I said, if you're interested, check out Karen's video. And I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I have ever tried any palettes from Alter Ego. And that's mainly why, is because I'm just like, no, I just don't like that. So it's not something that I personally purchase. Moving on, we have Vive. Guys, I have not purchased the past few releases from Vive just because I'm like, all right, yo, I need to chill. I needed to chill on purchasing every single launch as soon as it launched when I wasn't creating content. Now that I'm back creating content, it's a new story because I'm buying whatever the fuck this is. Even if I'm like, I don't really like it, I'm still buying it because I need to place an order because I need to try the mascara, the satin lipsticks. I haven't bought probably their past 3 or 4 releases, and I feel like everybody knows I'm a stan for Vive. I usually like something, like almost everything that they do. Hold on, I see you guys are all saying my mic sounds weird. Let me switch this real quick. How does that sound? Because that's my laptop mic. Now, this is my mic. Does it sound different? Does it sound better? Sound worse? You guys let me know. Okay, you sound fine to me. I have headphones on. So strange. See, that's where like sound is so tricky. Anyways, back to Vive. This, like, I don't even know what it is, but I am attending online a masterclass with Genevieve tomorrow, and I will be placing an order. Because I'm so excited. Let's speculate. What do we think it is? Because on this little post here, it says, ready to amp up the glow. So they've already put out highlighters. I feel like, oh, it sounds much better. Weird. Okay, now that, I'll figure it out another day, guys. I'm sorry if it sounds like shit. I was just thinking, I'm like, I bet you they're coming out with a face palette, but they've already done face palettes. But a face palette, it just makes sense for holiday. It sounds like there's oh, you know what it is? It's my fan. I have a fan on. It sounds like there's a feedback or a crowd. Weird. Okay, I don't know, guys. Looks like a liquid highlight. Maybe they're doing other shades. We're just speculating because we clearly have no idea what it is. So, amp up the glow. I'm like, what could it be? It could be like a stick, like a glow stick, maybe. I really hope there's another eyeshadow palette because I just saw on my little memories on TikTok, they launched the 90s palette this time last year. Or was it last year or the year before? I think it was last year. I hope that there's like a whole holiday collection coming. Oh, a dry oil or liquid highlight. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope there's like a pinky tone highlight. Whether it is powder or liquid, balm, I don't give a fuck. I want whatever they throw at me right now. Oh, Patty, I think you're right. Like a Hollywood Flawless Filter type product. The reason I think Patty is right on that one is because I don't know if this is fact or not, but I remember hearing, I'm using the jellyfish one today. I remember hearing that it's like the same investors of Charlotte Tilbury are also investors of Vive. Whether or not that's true, I don't fucking know. I don't care. I love this brand. I love look at even my comment. Bye money. I'm so excited. Every time Vive launches something, Vive is another hourglass for me. Whenever they launch something, I want it. Divina, whenever they launch something, I want it. Unearthly, whenever they launch something, I want it. There's very specific brands that I'm like, if they launch it, I want it. Patrick Ta's getting to be one of those brands for me too. So I'll let you guys know, but just assume whatever is coming, I will be putting out a video on it because I'm so fucking excited for it. I'm always excited for new Vive products, and those look absolutely beautiful. Next, this is a brand, this brand nobody ever fucking talks about, and I don't understand it. I missed my nose, I think, with my foundation. I'm like, why does my nose look weird right there? Hang on. Hold the phone. I gotta fix that. You haven't tried Vive yet, Samantha? Oh, girl. I don't know if we can be friends. Because, oh my God. I'm waiting for Vive Black Friday. I need their past few lunches. Did they do a Black Friday sale last year? I don't remember them doing a Black Friday sale. Vive is a brand I need to reach out to be like, yo, can I get like a discount code for my followers or something? Because you all know how much I love them. Okay, back to what we were talking about. This brand never gets hype. Ever. You never see this brand posted by these makeup accounts, and I don't understand why. Scott Barnes Cosmetics. Have you all been paying attention to Scott Barnes? Because, first of all, he just brought back, I think he's going through like a rebrand, I guess you could say, because a lot of the products that are on the Scott Barnes website aren't even available anymore. But the brush collection just came back. All the brushes are available, like, to purchase individually. There's 2 new brushes. But he's teasing these blushes, and I need them immediately because I fucking love Scott Barnes Cosmetics. But why don't anybody ever talk about Scott Barnes? Like, why doesn't anybody ever talk about Scott Barnes? Scott Barnes is iconic. Why is this not a brand? Like, this, you would think this would be a brand that, like, when he would launch something, it would sell out like that. It's weird, right? I feel honestly the same with, like, Kevin Aquan. Nobody pays attention to the brand Kevin Aquan. Patrick Ta, I feel like, is definitely building, but for a while, it didn't seem like people were really catching on. Like, you would think makeup artist-owned brands would thrive, especially when they're doing more to accommodate towards the average makeup consumer. Because I feel like from before, Scott was always launching like the face palettes and stuff. So I feel like it was more before geared towards probably makeup artists. But I'm hoping with this rebrand, it makes it almost like more approachable for the average consumer. But I feel like he honestly always has. Maybe that's just me being biased as fuck. But Rose, right, she just said Tati is the only one who hypes up Scott. And I'm like, what am I missing? Because that's so strange to me that he don't have the hype. Especially knowing that he's J-Lo's makeup artist. And he's just iconic. I love Scott Barnes. Anyways, he's coming back out what appears to be blushes. I think everything's going to be sold as singles. I can't wait to see what he has in store because I know Tati did another video with him recently and he was featuring a ton of new products. Like, and he's just like, yeah, this is what it is. Like, he ain't trying to hide like, he is, but it's, if anything, it's just like smart marketing, I feel. He's not hiding the fact that stuff is coming out, so I'm always surprised that, especially like Trend Mood don't share his stuff. So strange. And his products are fucking phenomenal. Yes, they're expensive, but they're good as fuck. They are good as fuck. I need to bring out my Scott Barnes products more often because maybe this will be your source for Scott Barnes content because I have no problem hyping up some Scott Barnes. I've been buying all the colorful indie brands lately. You and me are like completely opposite right now, girlfriend. Alright, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled. We're watching you, Scott, to see what the fuck you got going on. But then we have Danessa Myricks. Danessa is coming out with quite a few different things. So this looks like just like a holiday kit. It's got the Dynamic Chrome Duo, or that's what it's called, the Dynamic Chrome Duo. It includes 2 limited edition shades, 1 of the Chrome Flakes, and then 1 Color Fix Foil. That looks so beautiful. Wow. But the flakes, I can't get behind the flakes though. But that foil looked stunning. Here's the thing with flakes for me. If you have like a seamless eyelid, flakes will not be an issue for you, but I don't have that luxury. If anything, like whenever I've worn anything with flakes in it, I know, was it Unearthly Cosmetics, I think, did one before? There was a brand that I loved. They sent them to me. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. I'll try it just to see. But I couldn't, it doesn't look good on my lids. But that foiled, I need to watch it again. Yeah, that's gorgeous. That's Gorgina right there. I like that. But will I get this for just one of the product of two? Most likely not, but it is pretty. Patty said, to me it seemed like expensive for makeup made in the PRC. Not that I'm above buying makeup made in China, but usually they're less expensive. I agree. Like, that's where I'm like, I understood that perspective because I feel the same way. Like, when we see products that are made in Italy, we're just like, oh, okay, it's all right. Because it's known that it's more expensive to be made in Italy versus if it's made in the PRC, we know that it doesn't cost nearly as much. So it's like you're paying luxury price for something that you know wasn't made that way. But I was like, at the end of the day, it was good as makeup though. But even still, you would still think that even though that was the case, it would still at least get talked about more, especially for how good the products were. I understand what you're saying, though. That makes sense. It does make sense because we've talked about it. Like, it's been in my head, too, that I'm like, okay, yeah, that does make sense. All right, let's talk next about that. I can't get past that. Like, that Danessa foil was so pretty. All right, so we've got a new Halloween collection, Disney and Mooncat. So the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. So this is nail art. I have no interest in nail art. Look at the state that my nails are in right now, but it's fine. Let's see. Glow in the dark shimmer lacquers for $15. Ragdoll / my bugs are my bugs. Well, really, but wow, what a brilliant nose. Ultra fine hollow glitter facial. Oh my God, I can't read. Flaky lacquers for $14. Pumpkin King. Everybody Scream, My Sandy Claus Outfit, Special Editor Shapeshifter Nail File. These nails are $10. Retractable cleanup brush for $10. Nail stickers. And then the collector set is $119. I just said, like, I'm not a nail art girly. I will happily pay somebody to do my nails for me because, no, just can't be bothered. But, like, it's cute. I totally get it. Disney's getting that money, honey, right now. Because they're collabing like a motherfucker. They have been for, I feel like, the past few years. But especially right now. We've seen quite a few Disney collections. Little side note right now. I'm not going to get this, but if you're interested, it's available October 6th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If I had to pick my favorite highlighter in these Hourglass palettes, it's this one in the Jellyfish palette. I love this one. It's a little bit light for my complexion, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just love everything about it. It's like the undertone of it. It's almost like a perfect vanilla highlight. Just look at it. It's beautiful. And I love the fact that in the pan, it's got that marble effect. Hourglass just gets me with that. Again, it's visually appealing. I like stuff that's visually appealing for me, guys. Okay, new perfume. This is Lavande. 31. Okay, style is floral. Top notes. Lavender, bergamot, and neroli. I don't even know what that is, what that smells like. Middle notes are amber and musk. Bottom is tonka. $99 for half ounce, 1.7 ounce for $230, or 3.4 ounce for $322. So definitely more of a luxurious fragrance. Isn't this the brand that we always hear, Sammy? Is it Sammy Jeffcoat? the one that's like a fashion icon on TikTok. I feel like this is the brand that she is always talking about, but like the vanilla one. Is this the right brand? I think the names are obviously just different. Just based off of that I can't smell this and how expensive it is, I'm far less likely to be inclined to purchase this. It takes a lot to sell me on a product. Like, to sell me just by the notes of it, I gotta smell it. Or at least give me like a travel size. Like, if this came in like a $25, $30 little rollerball sort of a situation, I'd be like, you know what, maybe I'll get that. But no, not for that. Not for that amount. Nope, we're going to pass on that one. So, not super exciting, but I'm like, okay, new fragrance is available. Cool. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, Disney's killing it right now. Another collaboration with Kitsch, I think it's called. This is the Princess Collection. I realized this after, I think, our last video, because I think we talked about this brand in last week's as well. I have a hair clip from this brand that I think that I had gotten from my Beautylish Lucky Bag, maybe. I really, really like their hair clips. So this is not a hair clip collection. Last week was more of like a hair care collection. But you've got, it looks like scrunchies. Oh, so yeah, it is. It is hair care. I lied. My bad. You got scrunchies, almost like the sleep rollers, an eye mask. It's cute. If there was like a hair clip in this, I would have been like, maybe. Because like I like the colorway. I like the rose gold. Yeah, like, it's cool. Satin pillowcase, $26. Another satin pillowcase, $26. Scrunchies are $18. Flexi rods. That's what they're called. $18. Satin heatless curling set, $20. And then a satin eye mask for $16. Genuine question, guys. How do you sleep with eye masks on? How do they stay on your face all night? Because I have tried so many times to sleep with something like this on my face, and I'll wake up about to hang myself because it's around my neck, like pulling on my neck. And I'm just thinking, how do people wear these and actually sleep blissfully without damn near, like, suffocating themselves? Not intentionally either. It's just like, I woke up a few times, I'm like, oh my God. Good thing I woke up because that could have been all bad for me. I've been loving this brow pencil again. I'm most likely not going to get one of those, but like, it's cute. I love Disney. You guys know this by now. Moving on. We have, I think it's called Floresis or Floresis. I've never tried this brand before, but I've seen them so many times because I swear they produce makeup that is a work of art. Because look how pretty these are. It's just, I love the detail in the palette. It looks like it's so expensive. I know I feel like so many people cover these, but I never feel like I see these raved about beyond like an initial first impression. So I'm always curious, like, all right, is it actually good, or is it just like, okay, it's cool, it's pretty to look at, but like, is the product good enough to stand the test of time? You know what I'm saying? So I've never obviously been inclined to purchase this because of mainly that reason, because I don't know, I'm like, I could appreciate it, but I wouldn't even want to touch it. Right? Because it's so pretty. I don't know. It's just, I also think to myself that there's no way that those shadows work nicely because they're probably so hard pressed. It's a total assumption on my end. I could be completely wrong. But when I see that, that's where my mind goes. It's really hard for me to like talk, do this, and do my eyebrows at the same time. But if you've tried this brand, please let me know what you think of it, because aesthetically I like it. I don't love the color story of this one, but I know that they've done one that's way more approachable. Like, I feel like the one on the top, it's on my right with the blue and the red right next to each other. I'm like pointing to it right now. But Yeah, like that one's not bad for me, but I want to say their previous ones are better. But like the bright colors, I'm not a bright color girly. It really, I find it more and more like I could appreciate a colorful color story, but it more so intimidates me versus inspires me. Plus, I'm like, whenever I do super colorful looks, aside from like purple I feel is the only exception. Purple and green, because of my eye color mainly. They're the main exceptions that I have when it comes to colored eyeshadows, because I swear I could wear a purple eyeshadow for 10 minutes and get more compliments than I ever would on something that I would have spent like 4 hours. Like, you know how when you do like super elaborate, colorful looks that look amazing? I never get compliments on my eyes like that. And it doesn't flatter me. It doesn't flatter my eye color, I feel like my facial features. Maybe it's just how I do it. I don't know. It's because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to color. It's all stuff that I've talked about so many times. And it's ultimately, it just comes down to preference. I like just the basic eyeshadows. Let's see. Lisa said, I have the face quad and I like it. DIY Queen says terrible, sheer, just not great quality. That's like when I see them with that embossing like that, I always assume it's going to be like a drier, like that is what I assume. It's going to be sheer, it's going to be more dry and not very pigmented. So that's where I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. Deandra, I got to ask you quick, since you're in the live chat, does Davina have anything new coming? Because I forgot to look before I started. Because I want to say the last update that I saw was you guys were closed to get prepared for Black Friday. But if you do, please let your girl know. Because I'm always interested. Okay, moving on to Refy. So there is a new limited edition box. It's got the red lip sculpt, the red tinted lip gloss, the cherry cream blush, and a compact mirror. Available October 3rd, so today. I'm not sure if this is going to come to Sephora or not, because obviously the information's not there for me to know. But another brand I have not tried. That lip looks beautiful on her, though. I think that's about it. That's as far as like selling me on it right now. I just look at that, like her complexion, and I'm like, I want that look. But realistically, it's not going to look the same on my complexion because I'm a little bit more fair. So I feel like it's almost going to be like too bright for what I personally would look for. But that look on her complexion is gorgeous. I really like that. We do being released Black Friday. Okay. Okay, Deandra. We might have to squander over to Davina Cosmetics page in a minute. Like, this is cute. I would be curious to try it. Maybe if it's at Sephora. It doesn't say how much it is, so I'm gonna look and see how much that costs. Because if it's not too expensive, because I think I have like 2 products from Refy. I haven't tried enough of them to be like yes or nah. That'd be a maybe. Okay, Danessa Myricks. I want to be like, no, I'm not going to get this, but I have a feeling, even though it's so colorful, I barely touched the first one. I saw that fucking packaging of this Lightwork palette, and I am dying because just wait. Just look at that packaging. Sold. I love it. I see the inside and I'm like, okay, it's super fun. It's got these colorful multi-chrome eyeshadows. Love that. It's not that the quality of the first one was bad. Or the last one. I don't know if there was one before the last one. It's not that I think it was bad. It's just so expensive. I want to say these palettes are like over $100. So there's an 18 shade eye and face pigment palette that contains seven brilliant finishes and easy to use color shifting combinations. Available October 7th on their website and on Sephora. Okay, Deandra hasn't posted reveals yet. We'll keep our eyes peeled for that. I want it mainly for the packaging because I'm like, I guarantee if I went through all of my Divina singles, all of my Cliona singles, my Terra Moon singles, I can almost guarantee that I have all of this. But it's the fact that it's in one palette, rounded up. Like, what a great gift if you have somebody in your life that loves, like, a multi-chrome eyeshadow. But this one for me is probably going to depend on how much money I throw at all these other releases. But the packaging is so fucking stunning on this. I live for it. I live for it. And I love the fact, too, that they're all powder formulas, because in the previous one she did, was it four or six that I think had the cream finish. This is much better. I think this is going to be a great holiday palette, great gift, like I said. And it's Danessa Myricks. Like, I want to love everything Danessa Myricks. Not a lot honestly does work for me. And I haven't been able to figure out why. Because I'm like, she's a makeup artist. Like, all of her looks look amazing. I really want to watch, like, a masterclass by Danessa Myricks. I'm so jealous. Morgan Turner just met her and went to a masterclass. And I'm like, I just want to see how she utilizes this stuff. Because what am I doing wrong? Not this palette specifically. But, oh, Samantha said 4 wet ones. So that was in the previous palette, right? Yeah, so, like, I like the fact that these all appear to be all powder finish. I like that. I like this, though. What do you guys think? It's probably going to be expensive, like I said. But, oh, it's so cute. It's the best looking one out of the previous Lightworks. I agree. I could see myself getting this, honestly. I really could. Don't be surprised if you see that in, like, my Sephora VIB sale haul. Because that's probably going to happen. All right, Juvia's Place. So there's the new Afro Galactic collection. There's an eyeshadow palette for $36, glitter eyeliner for $15. Coming soon to Ulta this month. It doesn't have an exact day. This is another brand I would love to love everything that they do, but that's so intimidating to me. I look at that palette and I'm just like, no, not for me. But I understand why it's not for me, and that's totally fine. So I'm like, you know what? I could appreciate it because Juvia's Place really does have beautiful formulas. It's just they're so colorful, so vibrant, and that's just not my life. It's not my makeup life. And I know that, and it's okay. Not every brand has to accommodate for what I look for. And that's honestly what I love about Juvia's Place, because I feel like there probably are a lot of people that criticize, like, how they always do these, like, super colorful eyeshadows, and everything is just so off the wall as far as, like, so different, I feel, than what a lot of other brands do, and they just keep doing their own thing. It's like they're minding their own business, and they're just out there killing it. And their quality is fucking phenomenal. Like, their lip products are amazing. Their eyeshadow palettes are usually amazing. I do have a couple from them, but I just really don't reach for them. So I'm like, okay, easy pass for me. Because, you know, it's just, if it's going to sit back there, like some of those palettes do on the bottom, I don't need it in my life. I need to get stuff that brings me joy. And unfortunately, as much as I would love for this to bring me joy, because I think it's fun, it's colorful, it's vibrant, it's different, but I would be, like, stressed out because I'd be like, I don't know how to make this work for me. So I love the fact that they're a less expensive price point for what I feel is great quality as well. So there's that. Next we have Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Another one, easy pass for me. It's so colorful. And I do have a Blend Bunny palette, but it's honestly not my favorite. I feel like with their metallics is where I'm just like, I wish that they were different. And that's honestly, like, I like metallics like this that have that, like, glittery topper type finish. Or I want it to have, like, super high shine, but it to look almost like a liquid. Does that make sense? Because I feel like a lot of the time we get these metallics that it's like the texture of them is really smooth, but when you put it on your eye, it doesn't look smooth. It's so strange. I need to not use this because I will not be able to get it off my eyes later. Let's use this Ilia one. I hope somebody's like, yeah, I totally know what you're saying, because every time I experience eyeshadows, like with this brand specifically, with Blend Bunny, that's what happened when I swatched the palette. I had such high expectations. I'm like, oh, these are going to look amazing. It looks so smooth when you swatch it on your hand. But when I put it on my eyes, I'm like, wait, what happened? What happened here? So that's kind of a turnoff for me. I'm like, I think the mattes are a great formula, but usually it's not the mattes that sell me on a palette. Usually it's the more specialty type shades. I feel like I mostly talk about that with brands like Pat McGrath. Like, the mattes don't do it for me, but fuck me up with the sparkly shades. I feel opposite about Blend Bunny. So that's just my personal opinion. This is the Sickly Sweet palette for $44. There's 6 dusty, spooky depth shades, 4 duochrome shimmers, 2 sparkly shimmers, and 18 beautiful pastels. Pastels is another thing. They just don't look great on me. Again, it's probably because I don't know what I'm doing. And then there's also Sugar High lip oils for $12. I'm assuming that this is already available. When I look at this, I don't think spooky though. But yeah, I agree. Rose said, I can't do big palettes like this. When it's so colorful and so many colors, it's overwhelming for me as well. So I personally am going to pass on this. I'm curious to try their lip products because I've never tried them before, but this will not likely be the time that I actually try them. Moving on, we have KVD Beauty, which I looked at this and I thought it was MAC. Does that look like KVD Beauty to you guys? So there's the Surreal Bloom Metallic Vegan Eyeshadow Palette for $28. Queen of Poison Liquid Lipstick and Liner Duo for $28. The Strange Garden Everlasting Hyperlight Liquid Lipstick Vault for $249. 16 different shades in that, goddamn. Tattoo Duo Waterproof Eyeliner for $29. I don't like it. And it's like, I always want to be like, it's boring. But everything I like is boring. Maybe this is what I should say. Like, there's nothing special about it. But yeah, I said the same thing. It's MAC. Yeah, like when I first seen it, that's exactly what I thought it was. And I'm like reading it, assuming my ass off, and surprise, oh wait, no it's not. And the only reason I caught that it wasn't MAC was because I just happened to see like the KVD on the top. I don't like this at all. I don't know. I think it's boring and not in a good way. And it's not very on brand for them either. Like, I feel like KVD, I shouldn't say this because when I think of KVD Beauty, I still think of what it was before. Bethany, she just said KVD is having a perpetual identity crisis. And that's exactly what I was just thinking. I'm like, in my mind, I expect something so different. And yeah, this is just not it, man. But I'm glad you guys see it too, that it looks like MAC, because it totally, like, the packaging, the color story, literally everything about it, that is MAC Cosmetics. Maybe that's what they're going for, though. Maybe they're going for, like, a complete identity shift. Then we have Wet n Wild. This one I feel like came so out of, like, so far from left field. Wet n Wild and Marilyn Monroe. Eyeshadow palette, lip sets, brushes, eyeliners, face powders, and more. I've talked about this before, and this is kind of what got me away from shopping drugstore. Like, you see that these new collections are launching. Where the fuck are they ever in store? Because I don't know, especially like Wet n Wild. I feel like they're always coming out with new stuff and I never see it. And with the drugstore, the appeal is to buy it in store. So I don't care if it's online. I want to go in store and buy it because I feel like drugstore makeup, the biggest appeal about it is convenience. And not that ordering online is inconvenient, because that's probably the most convenient solution of all time. But it's more of like, when I think of drugstore makeup, I'm like, I'm in a pinch. Fuck, I forgot to order something. I need it like right now. I could go get it. That's what I think of for convenience. So I don't want to confuse anybody when I say it's not convenient, because I'm well aware that ordering online is super convenient. So anyways, back to what I was saying. I can't really see what this collection is as far as like what the colors, like the color story and all that stuff are. But I'm just like, what is this? Amanda said, looks like Xmas and Easter. The sad thing is, you're fucking right. You know what this looks like? It looks like makeup that would be put in like a stocking stuffer aisle. Or an Easter basket aisle that you're just like, hey, just throw this in for funsies. You know? It looks like old school couches. Oh, shit. You guys came to roast today, didn't you? I missed the product because the packaging is so distracting. Yeah, it's like, what's happening here? Where did this come from? Like, who was like, you know what we should do in October? We should do a Marilyn Monroe collection. Just so random. Anyways, I'm not getting that. Even if I see it in store, I'm still highly likely not going to get it. Next, we have Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is launching yet another new fragrance, so this will be fragrance number 3. And I'm not mad at it because, first of all, I still think the Billie Eilish packaging is one of the most superior fragrance packagings I've probably ever seen. I love it. I love how it's the whole silhouette. It's beautiful. Like, you cannot say that that's bad packaging because it's fucking gorgeous. So, I'm not mad at it, but I'm really not the biggest fan of Billie Eilish fragrances because I have the first one, and I'm really underwhelmed by it. The only time I ever wear it is if I'm going somewhere and I'm not going to be out for a while. It almost gives me a body spray vibe. So it's not a scent that has like a really nice throw to it. It smells good, the original one, but it's not what I look for. Like when I buy a perfume, I want it to have a fairly heavy throw, and I want to smell it for at least like a couple hours. You know, I'll be fair. Doesn't need to last all day because I don't really feel like any fragrance will last all day. But the original one specifically, it gives me like Bath and Body Works Japanese Cherry Blossom. That's what the set reminds me of. So this one, it doesn't have any information on like as far as like what the notes are, but just judging by the bottle, this gives me like sexy vibes. But I don't know what to expect with this one. The packaging hurts your eyes? Really? Oh, you must be no, you're talking about the Wet n Wild. I was like, I think this is stunning. I love it. Billie is the new Ariana Grande. The new Ariana Grande perfume smells good. See, I like that perfume, but it reminds me of like my teenage stepdaughter. It's not a person for me, or it's not a fragrance for a person like me. That's what I should say. It gives me, like I said, teenager, because another thing is I smell so many teenagers that smell like it. So naturally I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm going to stay in my lane and I'll stick to Killian. And I feel like this fragrance, ooh, you seeing that? Oh, my eyes just glued together. I feel like the Billie Eilish fragrances kind of give me the same vibes, except I feel like the reason I don't smell these as much, like I don't notice if people are wearing it, is because it doesn't throw, it doesn't linger. It's a very short-term type of fragrance. I feel like this, I've got like the drunk lash going on this side. I need to fix it because it was distracting me. I'm like, I feel like my eye looks like I got like a lazy eye because it was positioned wrong. All right, that's my thoughts. I'd be curious to smell it, but my expectations due to my experience with the first one is fairly low, just because. Okay, that's sitting. Do I look like I got drunk lash right now? It never wants to stick on my inner corner. Ah! Okay. We're going to keep going because I'll be here all day fucking with that. All right, next we have Alamar Cosmetics. So this is... Deandra, so many people love the Bath & Body Works body sprays, and I do too. But they don't last. That's where I feel like a perfume needs to be longer lasting. That's why I personally gravitate towards perfumes over body sprays. But I'm with you. I can appreciate a body spray all day. But that's more of what that fragrance gives me, is body spray vibe. Tipsy Lash, right? I'm like this one looks good. It's sitting so strangely on my eye right now. What's happening? I'm like, let me just squish it down to see if this works. Tipsy Lash. Alright, fuck it. Next we have Alamar Cosmetics. So this is the new Cheetos Flamin' Hot collection, which I don't know why this keeps becoming a thing. Why do people be like, you know what collaboration we should do? Hot Cheetos. Because it doesn't make sense to me. I do not think Hot Cheetos makeup. No, if anything, I'm thinking I don't want to go near my eye because I've been eating Hot Cheetos. Anyways, that's just me. I don't get it. So you got the eyeshadow quad, which is $24. The plumping lush blush or lip. Wow, I can't fucking read. The plumping lip blush for $20. The plumping lip liner for $16. Cheek stick for $25, and the black liquid eyeliner for $14. Use code TRENDMOOD for 10% off. Available October 5th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is anybody excited? This is, Patty, I'm with you. I think it was a TikTok or something like on IG or something today that Alamar was coming out with a new product. I am always excited when this brand is doing a new collection because they're one of the most, I feel, underrated indie brands out there. But what is this? Because why did we think this was a good idea? I don't know, man. It's like I don't like it, and I want to like it because it's Alamar Cosmetics, but I'm still looking like I got drunk lash. Oh, it's a little bit better now. Whatever, it's going to work. Yeah, not for me, and it pains me because I'm like, oh, fuck, I really would want to buy that, but I can't. Can't do it. Okay, Dior. Oh, I love Dior. I still love Dior, even though I still, to this day, cannot purchase from their website, and it pisses me off every single time. All right, so we've got the new Blooming Boudoir collection. If I could purchase from Dior, I would have bought this whole fucking thing. But since I can't, they lost my money. The lash is better. Alright, we'll make it work. Let's see. Deandra said, I'm 50% Cuban, but I wouldn't come out with a Cheetos collection. Not my jam. I just don't get, because this isn't the first time we've seen like a hot Cheeto collection. I just don't get why we think hot Cheetos and makeup need to go together. I don't get it. This collection here. So, packaging, gorgeous. Patty, I have tried it. I have tried everything to purchase from Dior. I've tried creating new accounts. I've tried shipping it to other addresses. Like, I don't know if it's just like an IP address that they blocked from my computer. I can't figure it out. But I've tried emailing that. I've tried the works, and I still can't. But I haven't tried purchasing in probably like 6 months, so maybe I'll try again. But like I'm at the point, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it now. But I know I'll cave. So there's a lipstick cover for one of my favorite lip products from Dior. It's the Dior Addict. It's the ones that look like this. So the case, it's literally just the case that you can put on this. Which I felt, this collection, it doesn't give me winter vibes. Like, it doesn't give me this time of the year vibes. I feel like this should have launched in the spring. It would have been way more appropriate, I feel. But I'm like, it's Dior, they can do what they want. So, Patty, I have no idea what I did to them. I'm just like, one day, it was like ever since they separated the website, you know how before it wasn't separate like fashion from beauty? Ever since it separated, I have not been able to get through my orders. So, the lipstick cover, how much is that? $30. The eyeshadow palette is $140. Don't be confused by that palette right there. That is an eyeshadow palette, which when I first got the... Where is it? I shouldn't say when I first got it because I got the one that was like the leopard packaging. So I knew it was an eyeshadow palette, but I still wanted it to be a face palette. The color story, I'm like, they should make these blush palettes instead of eyeshadow palettes. You've got lip products. Let's see. The Dior Addict case, $30. The Dior Forever Cushion Powder is $72, which I want a lavender powder just to see if I like it. The Dior Shine Lipstick for $45. The Dior Addict Lip Maximizer for $40. They're all expensive. It's Dior. And then the Lip Glow is $40. I saw Julie, and I was like, I immediately wrote this off because I'm like, I can't buy it. But the lipstick case and the face, or the eyeshadow palette, not the face palette, they're both available on Ulta. So if you're interested and you're somebody like me, because I know that it happened to more people, if you're wanting this collection, I'm not going to be able to do lip liner and talk at the same time. If you want this collection, you could try ordering it at Ulta. But speaking on the products themselves, I'm interested in the case cover because I think it would fit perfectly. I have, is it Tie and Dior? Yeah, Tie and Dior. I think that case would look so pretty on this because this is one of my favorite lip products. I don't go through lip products like that. I don't know if you can see how much I've used already, but I've been using the shit out of this lately. The lavender powder, I do want to try. The eyeshadow palette is a pass for me because I'm like, I don't really love the color story. I don't really like the formula from the last one either. Yes, Ulta. I'll leave a link in my description box after if you guys are interested. The formula is very drying on these. So even like the leopard one, I never use it because I really don't like the formula of it. And then the lip products are all fantastic. So my favorite thing out of this, of products that I've used before, are the lips, but I'm still like big mad at Dior though. I'm like, what did I do to you? And then we have Melt Cosmetics. So this came out, or I think it started to get teased like the day after new makeup releases last week. And this is the Disney collection. Like I said, Disney's getting that paper right now. And Melt Cosmetics for A Nightmare Before Christmas collection. Now, do y'all think I got this? Because I look at this and I'm like, I am not going to use that. I'm not going to use it. But I could not help myself. And you know what? So here's just to give you like some perspective on how I make purchasing decisions sometimes. So there's certain brands that don't ever offer like affiliates, You can't earn commissions like if you sell their product or anything like that. So when I first initially saw this launch, I was like, you know what? I love it because I'm a Disney fan. I fucking love it. Would this be something I would realistically use? No. I'll use this for a video and that'll probably be it. However, I couldn't help myself. And then, so I first initially wrote it off. I'm like, nope, not going to do it. Not going to get it. Not going to get it. Because, you know, there's basically no way to earn back your investment if you get it, like it, and help promote it. Even if you don't like it, it still helps promote it. So in my mind, I'm like, there's no way, like, it's automatically for me, like, a waste of money because it's like the only amount of income that you could potentially make as a content creator is just like from AdSense on YouTube. But where I feel that most of us make a lot of our income back with all the products that we try is from affiliate links, and this is available at Sephora. Or it's going to be available at Sephora. So when I saw that, I was like, it's a fucking rat, baby. I'm going to get this shit. I'm going to try it. And if I like it, because I feel like a lot of people would like this, even just for collector purposes. So it's not available yet, but it is on the Sephora website. So this is what I'm going to tell you right off the bat. If you're interested in this, put it on your loves list and save it for the Sephora sale. Because you remember what happened with Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice, everybody slept on it, it sold out, and then everybody regretted it. And it's not even like I'm telling you, it's not even like a color story that I would ever go for. I'm solely speaking on the eyeshadow palette like this whole time, by the way. So the eyeshadow palette, like we've talked till I'm blue in the face. I could already predict how the video is gonna be. I'm gonna say, this is incredible formula, but I don't like the color story. But with something like this, where it's like, for me, this is purely a collector item because I'm a Disney freak. So I'm not going to give a fuck either way if it was good or bad, because I want it in my collection. Just like I was with the Beetlejuice. I saw the Beetlejuice and I'm like, okay, I like it. But realistically, is it a palette that I'm going to use all the time? No. This is the same way. So, palette, I can almost predict that that's exactly how it's going to go. Highlight, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Look at how pretty that is. I can almost imagine it's going to look textured on my skin because I have textured skin. It's going to accentuate my texture, I'm almost positive. But I'm willing to give it a shot. But look at that embossing. I can't explain how things are visually appealing to me, but this collection just is. Even though it's colorful, and I'm usually like, no. The Nightmare Before collection, or the Nightmare Before Christmas pull that this has on my soul is above anything else. The cream eyeliners, I'll probably never use these, but I'll open my drawer and I'll be like, wow, these are really cute. See how, like, it sounds, like, is this, like, the definition of girl math right now? Because it makes sense in my brain. So, I also saw that you could use these as, like, eyeshadow bases. So, I am going to try that as well. Because, like, the colors of these, they're so beautiful. They're so ideal for fall. Like, I'm just into it. This is the product that I'm like, I know I'm going to like it. And I'm going to be glad that I got it. Because I feel if you love a melt cut, or if you love a matte wow, if I could speak, that would be amazing. If you're somebody that wants the most matte lip of all time, this is the lipstick formula that you want. It is so drying though, but I swear when you put this on your lips, it's not going to move. And it's going to be the most matte lip you've ever seen in your life. There's nothing like these lipsticks. I have the green one from the Beetlejuice collection, and it's like a chore to get it on because now it's at the point where it's like a super dry formula. It's not like you're going to do a one swipe and it'll be like full pigment, but you're going to feel like the stiffness of it, but it's because it's so matte. But the colors of these are so beautiful that I'm like, sold. Love it. I probably sound like a fucking maniac right now, but I'm totally into this. I don't know what happened to this slide. What? That's so strange. Trend Moon must have clicked on one too many pictures on that one. But ultimately, I did get the full collection. So if you're curious on my thoughts on it, I will have a video coming out. I couldn't resist, guys. I'm a sucker. I'm a fucking sucker when it comes to a Disney collab. And I just feel like Melt has the aesthetic that I wish that I had. I say this all the time, like with Melt Cosmetics and Unearthly Cosmetics. There's like that grunginess that I'm like, I want that to be my vibe. But this is just what works the best for me. But that's the life that I want to live. I want to have like a grungy, colorful look. But it just might not always work for me. You know? I don't know. At the end of the day, it's not that deep. I really got to blend out these edges with my lip liner. Because I couldn't really see when I was putting that on. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Because we look at a little cray-cray. But look, like... These are so good. Are there matte lipsticks like that? Wait, are all their matte lipsticks like that? I can only speak on the one because that's the only one that I have. I would imagine, though. I'll let you know when I get it. You'll have to stay tuned for my thoughts. Because I don't want to say yeah and it not be the case. Sandy says, makes sense to me. At least you guys understand my logic, okay? All right, next one we have Gucci. What a disappointing holiday collection, Gucci. What the fuck is going on? So, Gucci decided, let's just be boring as fuck, and not in a good way, and give them two of our probably best-selling products. I feel like their powder bronzers are one of their best. We're going to do, like, slightly special packaging. And same thing with the lip products. Lip products are $47. Bronzing powder is $65. Thank you for the thumbs down. Appreciate you. It just like floated across my screen. That's why that distracted me. I shouldn't say I don't like this because I love both of these formulas. But for holiday Gucci, really... This is the best that we could do. This is the best we could come up with. You couldn't give us, like, cream blushes or something. No. It's boring as fuck. It's available on Sephora if you're interested. But even, like, the patterns I don't really like. That was my reaction when I saw those. Just scoff. Next. I can't remember if we talked about this one, so I was like, fuck it, we're going to throw it in here anyways. Unearthly Cosmetics Devourer Collection. So, I did not personally purchase this one. I've gone back and forth about it, but then it's sold out online anyways, so I'm like, well, I guess I'm not getting it. So, I want to say that this was available for pre-order ahead of time, because Amanda's been doing a lot of videos lately. So... 8 items, $145. A 12-pan palette, which is magnetic. A blush highlighter duo. 3 satin liquid lipsticks. 2 lip glosses, and a lip oil. I don't doubt that this collection is fantastic because Unearthly Cosmetics is, I feel, one of the most consistent indie brands that I have personally shopped from. And I do work with them a lot as far as, like, I am an affiliate. They do send me products very often. I've never had a bad experience with Unearthly Cosmetics, and I feel that for the price of their items, for the quality that you get, it's well worth it. And I feel like Amanda's just killing it. Like, she does these perfectly curated collections. They're expensive, but I don't feel that they're, like, too expensive. Sandy said, I wish the palette was available separately. I kind of do as well. But here's my thing, and this is why I didn't purchase it. I don't like pre-ordering. I don't like pre-ordering when it's so far in advance, especially during this time of the year. Because there's so many holiday collections coming out. I try to really pick and choose wisely how I spend my money and, you know, where I'm spending my money. Not that I don't want to support Unearthly Cosmetics, but I'm like, yo, there's just so much. And I want to say it was like a month ago it was available for pre-order, but you weren't going to get it until the next month. I don't like ordering that far in advance, you know, because it's like I spent it and I want it now. I feel like that's not like a complicated thing, right? I feel like when you buy something, you want it right now. So whenever there's a pre-order for like an extended period of time, I usually shy away from it because I'm like, okay, it's relevant right now, especially in the eyes of content creation. It could be relevant right now, but in a month from now, nobody's going to give a fuck. And then by that time that you are likely to receive it, it's going to be sold out like it is now. So that's where it's one of those things. Like, I get it why indie brands do this sometimes, though, because obviously they don't really have the pockets to be stocking all of these items. It makes sense, but then it's just like you kind of got to weigh out both sides. Like, do I want to buy this now? Do I want to wait? All those things. That was the only reason why I didn't buy this, was because I'm like, I don't really want to wait a month for it when it's $145 that I might need for, you know, this next release that might come out, you know? So that's the only, I would say, downfall of that. But I think like this whole, just the whole aesthetic of this, I really like it. I like how it's like a grungy neutral, but still for me, it's approachable. It's not too overwhelming. It's colorful, but in, for me, all the right ways. And again, I always love the aesthetic. She has a really great eye, I feel, for color stories. And I'm always interested. Wait till you see like the Fall Magic that's coming back. You've got the Sorcerer's Smoke collection. Oh my god, that palette. The Sorcerer's Smoke is probably the best color story I think that Unearthly has ever done. And I can't wait to get that one, because that's one palette I'm eyeing so hard. Then we have this super random collaboration of e.l.f. Cosmetics and Jennifer Coolidge. So this is the Dirty Pillows Lip Kit. Is this random? I feel like this is the most random thing I've like ever seen. So there's a satin lipstick, a lip plumping gloss, a cream glide lip liner, and then a gold mirror. Available. It's already available on their website. Where did this come from? It's cute. Like, I'm usually not somebody that's interested in e.l.f. Cosmetics like that. And this was one I was like, you know, maybe I'll get this one. I didn't end up ordering it because I honestly didn't realize that it launched September 22nd or 27th. But, yeah, like, I'm not mad at it. I just thought it was so random. Like, oh, Jennifer Coolidge and e.l.f. Cosmetics. Okay. It's cute. Like, for being e.l.f. too, like, this is no disrespect to e.l.f. I feel like it looks more expensive. At least that's just based off of, like, the promotional images. I don't know whether that's the case in real life or not. But, like, it's cute. Like, a cute little lip kit. Jennifer Coolidge is iconic, so I feel like naturally people are going to be interested because of that. I love Coolidge, but I'm too tan for them colors. Oh, she did a Super Bowl commercial for e.l.f. last year? I did not know that. Oh, and Rose said it's already sold out, so it looks like I'm not going to be getting that. Okay, problem solved. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh, that's kind of random. And then I think last but not least, y'all, did you see this? Because the amount of DMs and tags that I received with this Spectrum Collections Disney collaboration with Beauty and the Beast. This is why I didn't want to pre-order it a month ago, because I was not expecting this whatsoever. And I feel like I would always talk about how I'm really particular about brands that I feel should collaborate with Disney. And Spectrum Cosmetics is always one of those brands that I feel like is like the brand that should do it. Spectrum or Besame. I would love to see Besame do a collection. So, I even think ColourPop does a great job too to keep it more affordable. But the Beauty and the Beast collection, okay, let's talk about it. I first saw this and my initial reaction was, oh my god, I'm buying everything. Which that's still my reaction is, oh my god, I'm buying everything. Because y'all know, like, did y'all not see my previous, like, background for the past probably 10 years? Beauty and the Beast everywhere, always. So this is the Disney Spectrum Collections Beauty and the Beast collection. The Rose, I don't know how to pronounce this word. Like, I always feel dumb when I read these because I realize how many words that I don't know how to pronounce. So there's a, like, rose storage case. That's how we're going to leave that. A Lumiere Kabuki makeup brush for $38. A 12-piece makeup brush set for $98. A BR Guest makeup bag bundle for $68, which has the mirror, the brush, and the makeup sponge, and the makeup bag. Or there's the ultimate bundle for $195. Which one do you guys think I'm going to buy? Because we buy in a whole bundle. However, that doesn't mean that I have some critiques as a Beauty and the Beast freak, okay? It's been my favorite movie my whole life. Well, I'm going to show you guys really quick. My mom sent this to me the other day. Oh my god, Patty just texted me. Hold on. Hold on, Patty! I'm going to show you this picture so you don't think I'm full of shit, okay? Let me find it. Patty. Hold on. I got to find my conversation with my mother. You guys are going to see how fucking cute I used to be when I was little. Because when I tell you I've been a Beauty and the Beast fan my whole fucking life, watch. Zoom. You see that little nugget right there? Do you see the Beauty and the Beast blanket? Guys, I did not play. You see that? I started tearing up when my mom sent these to me the other day because that was my favorite bathing suit. I was Beauty and the Beast like all day, every day, guys. Now, let's talk about this as somebody that is way too attached to this movie. I think they did such a good job with this. And I'm just like, it makes my heart so happy because I'm way too attached to this movie. Like, it's so ridiculous. So let's scroll. I think this is perfectly done for Spectrum. But here's my thing. If I see another makeup brand do a Beauty and the Beast collection and not have a fucking magic mirror, I'm going to explode. Because how has this not been a thing? I'm like, the magic mirror is one of the most key components of the movie. And it's literally a makeup collection. Like, how have we not replicated? This is where Besame. Can somebody please, like, get me in touch with Besame? So I can be like, can you just do this collection to end it once and for all and show all these brands how to do it? I think that Spectrum did such a fantastic job. Like, the Lumiere brush couldn't have been done better. I think it's perfect. How it looks like a flame. It's so cute. The Cogsworth little mirror, so cute. But this is where I'm just like, fuck, man. It's like, I feel like we're seeing like the same type of things every time. And I feel like we could still do more. But this, I think, is still so well done. As soon as I saw that rose brush, I'm like, finally. How have we not had a rose brush and, like, the enchanted rose as, like, a showcase? They nailed it. Spectrum, I feel like they did such a great job with this. But I'm like, I still am missing that key component Oh, I'm way too attached to this movie. But I think this is so well done. I'm so excited. But I had to just add that in there where I'm like, how have we not done a magic mirror? How has that not been a thing yet? The rose brush, I know. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, I think that's been enough of me ranting. Let me know what you guys think about all these things we talked about today. Wish that was sold separately. I want to say, I don't think the rose brush is, but yeah, I think that would be a good move if they did, just because it's, you know, it's different than all the other brushes. Is there anything else that I missed that we didn't talk about today? Because I also need you guys to let me know too. What are your favorite accounts to follow for new makeup releases? Because I used to have like 10 of them. And I feel like since I had left YouTube for a while, a lot of them aren't on Instagram anymore. Or they're not posting as frequent as they used to. Like I still follow Trend Mood. I still use like Chic Profile Official. Or I think it's Chic Profile 4. Angel Naked I use. But Angel Naked puts some up sometimes too soon. Where I'm like, okay, I don't want to, you know, you'd use this so far because I feel like there's a lot of leaks on Angel Naked. So I don't want to do that to the brands unless it's very public that like, okay, this is definitely coming out. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, Rose had the Victoria Beckham fragrance. I think we talked about that one last week where I was like, it looks like it smells like patchouli. Because it's Posh Spice, and I just imagine Posh Spice smelling like patchouli for some odd reason. I don't know why. I'm trying to think if there was any other ones, but I think that was... those were most of the ones that caught my eye. But I would be very curious which accounts that you guys like to follow. Floresis has 2 new... Oh, I think we talked about those already. We did cover those. They were the ones that looked like too beautiful to touch, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't stop looking at my lips right now. I love how shiny and juicy. Oh, okay, let's see. Point Click Vibes. Makeup on your radar. Okay. Make sure you guys follow these accounts too. Glam Light Ghost Face, Freddy, and Jason Collection. I know we talked about the Ghost one. Alright, let me go over. Let's jump over to... Glam Light, because I don't think I saw the Freddy one. Glam Light. Let's see. Let's see, shall we? Yeah, because the Ghost one, I was having a hard time with figuring out what the color story looked like. Yeah, we talked about the Ghost one last week. All right, let's look at this. Reacting together. Jason's back. I love that they're doing these Halloween collections, though. Makes you wonder if they're going to do a Michael Myers. What's your guys' favorite scary movie? Alright, we got brushes. I'm like, come on, just show me what it is. Oh, a little teaser, okay. Oh, it just took me back to being a kid. Cute. Yeah, I'm like, all right, let me watch it. I usually have to watch these a couple times because sometimes I'll catch stuff the second or third time. Patty, you're teasing me over here. I just keep looking down. Patty's texting me. All right, this isn't giving me enough right now. Ah. Oh, she just set me. Patty's like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We'll probably talk about that in next week's. Because there are a few out there right now, guys, that I don't know if y'all have seen them yet. But there's some new palettes coming out that look pretty fucking good. I'm going to do one more little, one more check here. What'd you say? Makeup on your radar? Let's see what they have to offer on here. I like to be prepared, but I'm like... I feel like there was nothing, like, too exciting this week, right? Oh, I did see this one. So I think this launched. This is available at Sephora right now. I want to say this launched. Was it last year? Or no, 2021. Remember when Givenchy had that viral highlight? I'm pretty sure it was this. Or this might be a different shade, but I'm like 90% sure that it's this one. And the reason that I think it's this one, I forget what the actual name of it is. I'm reading to see if it's in the description. But it is available now at Sephora. It's $43. And the reason I think that this is the same one that launched in 2021 is because of the reviews on it. The reviews are from like 2021. So I'm like, it's got to be the same exact one. It's just different packaging, I think. So this one, I remember it went like super viral. I actually think that I just ordered this. Is it bad? Like, that I order things in the middle of the night and I'm like, did I order that last night? Hold on, let me look. I think I did because I wanted this when it launched. I did. So I will be featuring this most likely in a video coming up. I also ordered the mini size of the Prisme Libre Loose Setting Finishing Powder because there's like a new limited edition shade on there. And I also ordered the Patrick Ta Holiday Face Palette and the new Patrick Ta Major Dimension glitter eye toppers. I ordered both of those as well. So we got some stuff coming, but this, I remember seeing it and I remember lusting over it, and then when I finally was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it, it was sold out. So I'm pretty sure that is back in stock if you were interested before and missed it. I also saw that this was available on Sephora. Look, we're just doing a little Sephora, like what's new. A mini soft pinch liquid blush. Supposedly this is for holiday, but it's what, $14? So it's just like a mini on its own. I'm pretty sure this is the only shade so far that's available in a mini, which I love that they started doing these as minis because I want to try these again because I remember not loving them. I was just reading a comment. Hi, Ronnie. Lexi swatched the new Givenchy and it wasn't gold. Interesting. So maybe it's not the same. I thought it was just because of the reviews, but maybe they're just putting it under the same one, even though it's different colors, because it does say on... Hang on, let me look at what the shade is. We're going to go over to the Sephora website real quick. I'll link these down below after as well for you guys too if you're interested. Because get those loves lists ready. So this is Organza Or. Does anybody remember what the original one was called? See, look how it's got reviews already. This is where I'm like, mate, it's got to be the same. And then when you look at the reviews, 4 days ago. But then the older ones, it was from 2021. Yeah, October 2021. And it's the same shade. Golden pink shimmer. It's got to be the same. Look at me being a detective, a little makeup detective. Woo-hoo. Patty said $14 in a lifetime of use. That's another reason why I'm excited that they're doing mini sizes, because everybody is always saying like how pigmented they are and how they'll never go through them. I bought the new mini blush in the set with the 2 blushes and the 2 highlighters. Yes! I think my stepdaughter wants that too. Because she loves Rare Beauty. Let me see. I'm going to go back to the makeup on your radar and see if there's anything else on here that we missed. Scrolling. I feel like everything that's relatively new, we talked about either this week or last week. Oh, there's a new one from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't think that's been announced yet, though, so I'm not going to talk about that one yet. Just so you guys, like, know what to expect. Like, there should be new Huda, Natasha Denona, what other ones? Huda, Natasha Denona, there was another palette I felt like I saw was coming, too. Or no, maybe it was the Charlotte Tilbury. I think it was the Charlotte Tilbury that I saw. Oh, wait, hold on. Back to the... Hold on, let me pull this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So this is the imagery for the Glam Light with the Friday the 13th. Huh, okay. Not giving us too much more, but little sneak peeks. Is there anything else that you guys want to chat about? Like, I'm not done. Deandra said she hasn't posted any sneak peeks. Deandra, what the fuck? We want more Davina. We could talk about that if there's a post on that for the Black Friday sale, because that's usually the best time to purchase from Davina Cosmetics. Oh no, there's nothing on there either. Well, shit. Alright, that's a bust. What other accounts do you guys like? Dior Holiday we covered. Yes, it's... Yes, it's number 10 organza from 21. I have it. Okay, so it is the same one. Okay, good. I can't wait to see the new Huda and Natasha. I know, I want to show them. Patty says, what's the Charlotte stuff? Fine, I'll do it, damn it. We'll go back to makeup on your radar. Where is it? So we've seen most of the Charlotte Tilbury, and I feel like everybody was like, but why were there no lipsticks? Supposedly this is coming. So Angel Naked 1, or Angel Naked, that's the other account that I personally follow. So new makeup sneak peek. How many people are in here? If you guys want me to cover the stuff next week, I hope it's posted next week. So I'm like, I kind of want to jump over there and show it, but I don't also want to do that at the same time. So these are supposedly the 2 new shades of the Charlotte Tilbury Rocket Lipstick in collaboration with Elton John. Like, cute. Let me jump on over. Let's see if Angel Naked's got anything. So I'm like, man. Oh, they're not even on there anymore. They're not on there anymore. Or maybe they're on their story. I am so excited. Is anybody else excited for these? We talked about them last week. The Moondust palettes. Oh, I think these look so cute. Like, this is my speed right here, guys. I love that shit. Ooh! I'm excited for that one. What else? Here's another thing I like to do when I'm searching for, like, new stuff to talk about. I usually go on the Sephora app. Here, I'll put this on the screen so you guys can see. So, if I ever want to see, like, specific things, I've talked about this in previous ones. See, that's where I initially saw the Givenchy highlighter. So, I'll kind of scroll. I got this palette, so that will be coming. This is the little holiday collection people were talking about earlier. And then this is the new mini powder that I got. Because I want to get, like, a pinky lavender setting powder to see it. Because I think for my skin tone, I'm going to like it. Because the pink powders I like the Givenchy one. But I want a little bit more brightness. So I wonder if the lavender will help with that. So here's what I usually do. I'll go to sort by and go to newest. But I go by different categories. Let's see if anything jumps out. Because occasionally I'll get nice surprises and I'll be like, oh, I didn't know that was coming. And then occasionally you'll be like, oh, it's available. I feel like this is how sometimes we find, usually you see it right away if there's new stuff. But I'm not seeing anything different. Because I literally just I placed my order at like 5 o'clock this morning. Because I could not sleep last night. Let me know too, you guys, because I've been considering getting this palette, the Major Dimension 3 from Patrick Ta. If you have it and have tried it, let me know your thoughts on it, because I keep wanting to get it. There's the Makeup by Mario, if you were looking, or Mario. I always feel bad. I feel like I always say his name wrong. Nothing really new is jumping out, but that's what I'll do for every category. But Sephora, we're boring today. Maybe we'll be done for the day then. I like them. I saw someone do swatches and they're pretty. I'm like, what are we talking about? The red looks deep and bright. I don't need it, but I'll drool over it. I think, though, one of the Charlotte lipsticks is on the Dance Floor Princess. Maybe. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that, too. The Dior Holiday is different. It's the quince, not the floral set. Oh, I saw... Hold on. I know I saw Charlotte Holdcroft posted that. I love Charlotte. Do you guys follow Charlotte? She's one of my favorite YouTubers. Charlotte Holdcroft. She's somebody I just want to go give her a hug. Oh, shit. Come on, Charlotte. Where are you on here? Charlotte Holdcroft. There she is. Let's see. Because she posted some new shits. Ah! Don't be looking at my passwords. So here are some more Dior things that she picked up. I don't think these are available in the States yet. Because she's, I believe, in the UK. Oh, fuck me up. Oh, I love that. Do you see my jaw just staying open? I love that case. Oh my god. See, this is why I fucking love Dior. They just do everything so nicely. And that lip shade? Oh, man! Oh, bitch, I need that. I did not see all these. Oh my god. Okay, wow. Wow. Charlotte. What's with these fucking Charlottes blowing our minds lately? I love Charlotte. Me too. I love the Major Dimension 3 palette. It's basic, but the quality is excellent. See, I swatched it in store the other day. I'm like, maybe I do want this palette. Love Charlotte Holdcroft. Yes, we love you, Charlotte. I regretted not buying the Makeup by Mary. I was so glad I came back. I feel like a lot of people did. A lot of people. Right, Cynthia? That is, I think, the nicest case that Dior's ever done. Not that they've done a ton, but wow. I'm like in awe of how... I might be hitting up Charlotte to be like, yo, can you send me one of those and I'll pay you for it? Because that is gorgeous. Wow. I was not expecting that. All right. But I saw something else. That's not what I seen earlier. Because I didn't know she got those already. I think it was on YouTube where I seen it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find Charlotte. Because there's more things coming out from Dior. But I checked the website today. I think it's on her community page. All right, let me show you guys this. So if you're ever wondering where, like when we always say, check our community page. So you see how we're on Charlotte's page. Hi, Charlotte. We love you. You see this little community tab? Click on that. So this is where a lot of us will post if there's new releases and stuff, or if like they're available now type thing. That's at least how I use mine, but I think Charlotte does the same thing. So these are more new things that are coming. And yes, like that palette in the top middle. I need that. Thank you so much. The lip, that looks so different than what we just saw on Charlotte's thing. So I feel like Dior does a terrible job at showing things accurately on their website. So like the lip I want now, the case I want, that one blush I want, the eyeshadow palette I want. Yeah, I want that. So cute. Oh, it's so basic in all the best ways. Oh my god. Okay, well hopefully by next week we see more things announced, because I feel like all these brands are playing right now. Like they're all kind of like holding out, but right now it's, I feel like, the time for the Halloween launches. I did just get the KVD Beauty with Angie Hot and Flashy collection, so I'm going to do an unboxing I think tomorrow, and then I'll post that probably on TikTok. But what else did I get lately? Yeah, other than the other things I already talked about, I think that was it. So other than that, guys, thanks for hanging out with me for like 2 hours tonight, because wow, I didn't think we'd be here that long, but I guess today's the day for that. So if you guys are wondering anything that I'm wearing, the eyes are from the Makeup by Mario palette that is now available again. Super cute. I like it. I'm like, I like it. I'm just not sure that it's worth $68. Like, it's... Because I always feel like there's the mattes that I don't think blend the best for me. Like, today everything worked really well. And I really like how everything came out today. Yeah, it's like, I like it. But I'm like, fuck, it's $68. I wish that it had, like, more special packaging. But even still, like, this packaging, it's high quality. These are my favorite part of this palette. This is what justifies me being like, okay, I'm really glad that I have it. Because this is the type of shit that I love. So, for me, I really like this palette. But I could see some people being like, maybe that's why I'm so, like, iffy about it. Because it's like, if you're somebody that likes eyeshadow like I do, you're going to love it. But if you're expecting, like, super pigmented, like, that's not what this palette is. So that's where I'm choosing my words wisely with that one. Let's see. There's another set with the Rare Beauty minis. And one is a nude shade and then 2 highlight shades. What? Oh, my God. Guys, did we just find more stuff? Is it available on Sephora? All right. Rare Beauty. I don't think I seen that one. I didn't see that one. Unless it's on the Rare Beauty website. Alright, we're jumping all over today, guys. Rarebeauty.com. Shop. No. I don't see that one. I don't see the one with the new shade. Where can I find that? I don't see it online anywhere. Help me! Natasha Denona has a mini trichrome palette. I know. That's why I'm not talking about it yet. It's not official yet. I don't want to be that person. I love the Makeup by Mario palette. Much more than the new Patrick Ta. Really? Oh, fuck. Just saw that the new Natasha Denona will no longer be sold at Sephora Canada. Why? I wonder how the Mario compares to the new Charlotte palette. I have both, so I can give you my thoughts on that since it's new makeup, so it's appropriate, but I could do a separate video, I guess, if you guys want it. I'll show you side by side. I like, here's my unofficial. I like the mattes so much more in Charlotte Tilbury, but I like the special shades more in the Makeup by Mario. So I feel like these two need to have a baby together because there's just something about the mattes. It's like they're fine, but I always just find that they don't look the way that I want them to. Like they don't. I feel like aside from today, like I feel like today they look good, but most of the time they don't have like that blown out look that I like. Whereas these mattes are so good in this palette. But I mean, I'm sure there's some overlap or something like similar. It's one of those things where it's like you definitely don't need both of these palettes. There's a good accurate compare, like with the lines or the lights really expose those. Yeah. Let's see. I can't believe the colors on that mini Natasha leaked look so fake. That's the only thing too. Like whenever we see leak stuff, it's like you try not to get too excited because you're like, but is it really gonna look like that though? You know? So that's where I try to wait for the more official like sneak peeks to come out. I just really like good shimmer matte combos rather than an all matte and an all shimmer. Yeah. I agree. Like I think these are both good palettes. But yeah, if I had to pick between the shimmers, I would say these ones. Just because there's two in here that I really don't love. Actually, maybe even three. If you missed it, if you missed my previous video, I did a dedicated video on this collection. But there's these three that I like. It's like they're pretty, but I'm a texture person, and I don't love the texture, but I love the colors, and they're super sparkly. But with the Mario, they're like super buttery soft. So that's where I like these a little bit better because of how I am. I'm weird with texture. I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. Has the Dior links to the places there on our community tab. Okay, we're gonna be looking there after. The mattes in the Charlotte Holiday palette are superb. They really are. Like, I'm not an all matte palette gal, but I would have fully supported an all matte palette of this formula because these are phenomenal. Like, even when I swatched them in the video yesterday, I'm going to swatch them again because they were that good. It's like when you see them, you see how they look like a satin? But when you swatch them on your hand and even on your eyes, it gives the illusion that it's filtered. Like, you see how my hand looks like it should be blurred because of how filtered it looks? That's just the finish of the eyeshadows. It's fucking wild. These are, I think, some of the best matte eyeshadows I have ever used in my life. So that's where there's pros and cons, I feel, to both. I feel like this really needed a black. A black and like almost like a burgundy. A burgundy like that. Yeah. Alright, we're just all sorts of chit-chatting now. Okay, I'm going to go for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. But man, oh man, let me know what you guys want to talk about next week. If you didn't catch it in the beginning of this video, we are doing these videos on Tuesdays now instead of Mondays. So make sure you turn on your notifications, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'm always posting content over there. And other than that, I hope to see you guys in my next one. And hopefully I will be back when I get more stuff. But I might actually be posting a video tomorrow because I want to do like an updated current favorites because it's been a while since I've done a favorites video. We don't want to talk about that quad. I know, it's so good. How much would you guys die if she brought this back though? That's where Charlotte's fucking up. Like, she's so not with it by not bringing that palette back because she would sell so many. I just heard the Tom Ford Rose Tease mattes are not in the cream, so I'm so disappointed. Motherfucker. Alright, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. I feel like I'm missing something, but we'll just call it a day. Bye!